Welcome to Games from Folktales, a podcast that mixes historical research and tabletop role-playing settings. I'm your host, Timothy Ferguson, and this is a bonus for the week where I'm using up all of the little story ideas that haven't turned up anywhere else. This idea is already being used in something I'm preparing, so I'll not be taking questions at this time. Now, over to Dale Grothman for the preparation of the stewed eel.
47. Stewed Eels, from The Camper's Handbook, 1908, by T.H. Holding. This is a LibriVox recording, read by Dale Grothman. 47. Stewed Eels, from The Camper's Handbook, 1908, by T.H. Holding. Stewed Eels. In camp, stewed eels are rather a luxury, not only because they need a little cooking, but they need a little catching. The difficulty with an eel is that it is rather disagreeable to handle, though to those who like eels, this is a trifle. There are two things which have to be done. First is to skin the eel, and the second is to carefully cleanse it. Note the words italicized. When camping near a river recently, a man who was to have saved me a quart of milk sold it, and, in a spirit of contrition, presented me with a fine fat eel, 2 feet 9 inches long. I was delighted, as it was my first eel. I consulted many people as to how to remove the skin. No one could tell me, and no one could do it. Now I know that it is imperative to take the skin off the eel, because that skin contains that which is not good for human creatures to eat. The correct way to remove the skin is to nick it under the ear each side until you get 2 small corners that you can take hold of. Pull these tails back a good bit. Be careful and take time at the beginning. Hang the head fast to a nail, or get the other person to hold the eel by the head. Then, having properly started, the skin is a mere matter of a moment or two. The belly must be ripped and the interior most carefully washed and scrubbed and examined, so there is not the slightest suggestion of anything other than clean flesh of the eel. Do not let the head and tail go into the pan. Stew until it is cooked enough. Then add your parsley butter, the mixture for which is flour, water, parsley, salt, and pepper. Pour it into the pan and continue stewing until it thickens and the parsley is cooked. As a caution, however, I think it best to mention that after eating of 3 sections of my long eel, it was my misfortune to be very seriously affected, and for a matter of 24 hours I suffered sickness, and all the evidence of ptomaine poisoning. Such a case is not infrequent with those who eat eels caught in English rivers. Eels from Ireland are different, because they come chiefly off the limestone and sandy bottom of the lakes, and not from the bottoms of muddy, sluggish streams or pools.
Your saga may vary.